The opening scene of Princess Mononoke really immerses you in this beautiful world of spirits, humans, and gods. My third foray into the Studio Ghibli world was as magical as the previous two. Princess Mononoke is my third Studio Ghibli film that I have watched, and while I do not think that it stacks up to Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, I did really enjoy my time watching it. Just like the previous two movies, it has the beautiful painted visuals that make you feel like you're in another world, transformed to a different reality where you can just relax, let your brain melt, but not in like a brain rot sort of way, but in a relaxation, in an escapism from the real world. The movie starts with our main character, Ashitaka, riding in on a little gazelle. Studio Ghibli uses the method where their background is a painted visual and only the main characters or the objects are the dynamic moving parts. I still feel like there's such an element of realism in it. The main characters being the only dynamic things really attracts you and makes sure that your eye focuses on that moving piece. I feel like this is an aspect of Studio Ghibli films that I really love. As far as the story, I feel like it wasn't anything spectacular. Maybe it's just that it went over my head, and I do know that with all Studio Ghibli films, you really have to watch them multiple times to fully understand what is completely going on. But for my first initial watch, it was really interesting. The story covers a young boy, Ashitaka, who is cursed by killing a boar god. The curse is that he's fated to die. In hopes of somehow stopping it, he is tasked with finding the spirit of the forest. He travels far away to a distant land where there is currently a battle raging between the spirits of the forest, which are the animals, as well as the humans. The humans are making guns to try to expand their territory by killing the animals of the forest. This creates an interesting dynamic as we have the humans versus the animals. It's really interesting to see how the animals band together, but also have friction within them between the different races of animals. I feel like this part kind of relates to native tribes or native people in worlds such as America, where the Europeans or the explorers, which are related to the humans in this story, kind of come and invade and try to take their land. It is only through the unionization of these different species of animals that they're really able to overpower and outwit the human beings, and eventually work all together to repel the human beings. While I feel like the story was simple at times, it really helped me to understand Studio Ghibli on a larger level. I feel like some themes I've been noticing between all three movies is that we have a very clear main character that has some sort of curse or affliction, and they're trying to go about solving it. Although I feel like it is A to B in this sense, Studio Ghibli does a great job at interjecting many role characters and side characters that also have great storylines and amazing character development that really make you think deeper about the story in general, such as Lady Eboshi in this movie. Lady Eboshi is the leader of the human faction that is at war with the animals. It's interesting to see her development through the movie as someone whose sole purpose is to make a name for herself and kill the spirit of the forest, and yet the dichotomy of how she looks out for her own people, the humans, which surprisingly in this movie, it is the women that are shown as the powerful ones, the hunters, while the men are the one that stay and kind of do the work, which is really interesting to me, this reversal of gender roles that we're so used to. I feel like this movie tried to tackle so many things, and I think that's the main reason why I'm kind of lost and confused that I am really curious how rewatching the movie would change my mind and give me a deeper understanding of what really went on. Looking at the characters, I feel like it is really interesting to see who the directors of Studio Ghibli choose to be the voice actors for the American speakers. Seeing that one of the characters in this movie was played by Jaden Pika Smith is really interesting and makes me have a lot of confidence in who the voice actors of all the English speakers are in this movie. I'm really curious to see what should be my next Studio Ghibli film. If you have any ideas, please leave a comment down below and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.